All right, welcome back, and I want to say hello to everybody that is in the panel tonight. With us, as always, we have Mr. Jeff Delaney from Secret Sanctuary in the house with us today.
Hey, everybody. Nice to be back.
Welcome, sir. And do I see another Tweeterhead back? Yeah, I see. I was going to say I see Hordak back there. Yep, that's right.
Yep, back there.
Looking good. We also have with us from Wayne Manor North, Mr. Dan Default.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be back. Sorry that I missed last time, but I am back.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you back. It wasn't the same without you, sir. And then we also have us with us Mr. Jeff Morris. How is it going, Mr.? I cannot speak tonight. Jeff, how's it going tonight?
I'm good. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Corns Day night.
I love that. I love that. Back with us again, Miss Ashley Kellerman's with us tonight. How are you doing, Ashley?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. We were talking before the show. You have something really amazing that I have to show everybody back behind you. Real quick, tell us a little bit about what's back there.
Okay, this is a little old, but if you have seen Batman Returns, you would probably recognize this. This is one of the many banners that was featured in the movie Batman Returns. It's 3.5 feet by 5 feet. And I found it and I framed it.
Well, it is freaking awesome. I am completely jealous because that is awesome. I've seen like a lot of posters and a lot of prints over the years, and I thought, oh, that'd be cool to get. But the fact that you have an actual movie prop, like that's pretty incredible. That's just awesome.
It weighs more than probably I do. So what?
Yeah, because you were saying you got it framed, which is crazy.
I did get it framed, and I had really quick and really fast to get it to we moved since then. But when we originally lived at the place that we did, when I got this, we had to go through the balcony because we had to get a 32-foot ladder to hang this. And I had 3 guys help me put this up and then take it down and then move it over here with a van. It was insane. And just dragging it took about half an hour. So,
yeah. Crazy.
What is it made out of that it's that heavy?
It's mostly the frame.
Okay.
The frame it's sure as hell isn't ceramic. I don't know what it is, but that frame.
Probably a plaster.
It's got to be because it took a month and a half to frame this.
Huh.
So it's a heavy duty piece. I think it weighs like 60 pounds.
But the banner itself
would.
Yeah, the banner itself doesn't really measure. I mean, it's like maybe 15, 20 pounds. But then you've got that on top of the frame, and it's
the glass.
And the glass, yeah, of course, the glass. And the glass is that, each whatever.
Museum glass.
Yeah, the museum glass. I don't even know what it's called, but that's what it is.
Ezra says it's bulletproof.
Yes, you're not allowed to bring you're not allowed to bring guns into the house. We have enough.
That's right. Well, that is so cool. Like I said, I'm very jealous. That's so cool to see that. So thank you for sharing that with us. And then last but not least, we have Mr. Eric B in the house. How's it going, Eric?
Good, Chris. Hey guys, looking forward to tonight's show.
Me as well. And we do have one final other guest tonight. The man behind me. Have to show this guy off real quick. This, of course, is the Infinity Studios life-size bust of Ben Affleck. We were talking before the show just how insanely massive this thing is. The detail on it is just insane, and it's just
that's crazy.
It's just crazy. Like it just really is. The review for this guy does go up tomorrow, guys. So if you're waiting patiently, thank you very much. And hopefully I did this guy justice in the review because it blows your mind really how massive it is.
The video is amazing because you can tell how it looks like Kevlar and like carbon fiber, how the suit looks different than the panels or the armor. It's very cool.
And I was worried that, like, you know, when you blow things up, sometimes it loses a little something. But in person, like, it really does look like that texture. Like, it really looks like it's real. That, like, he could literally be standing here wearing that suit for real. Like, it doesn't look fake to me. You know, there are, you know, if you like nitpick certain areas, like where the straps might be, you know, sculpted, like some of those might not look, you know, just if you really nitpick, but it's just insane. Just insane. Let's say hello to some folks real quick before we get started. We'll start out. We had Monday. What did we? Was that Monday? Then I think. Can't remember what day we did the live unboxing. That must have been Monday. But we had a whole bunch of new members, so I want to give a shout out to them. Benny Vogel, the Barstool Bond, Jedi Chisel, Neo, Stoves Collectibles, Patrick Riley, and JJ Collectibles all joined on that show. So thank you guys very much for all of our new members. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Comics Galore is here today. I said hello to Ezra earlier. Hello, Ezra. All YN Plays is here. I think maybe we just had another new member join. I think. Thank you very much.
Before we started, Chris Logan.
All right, Chris, another new member. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Brotherhood of the Bat. That's so freaking awesome. Thank you. That is awesome. So, you just said just join, Chris. That's so cool, Chris. Thank you. Jeff Morris is here. We know him. Let's see.
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Let's see. Jedi Chisel is here. Hello, Jedi. Let's see. We've got Captain Trenchcoat in the house. KohnHead Collectibles. We got so many members here tonight. Eric here. Jedi. We got Mike. How's it going, Mike? We've got Alfonso. Nicholas Capote. Let's see. Bats in the Belfry is here. Can't remember if I said hello to Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Levi, another member, is here. Hi, Levi. Oh, you got to watch out for that Bat in the North guy. Let's see. Matt is here. We've got Bill in the house. Let's see. Rain Man is here. Stoves Collectibles is here. Edwin Diaz. Arkham Gaming. Another member, Paula, is in the house. Hey, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
Awesome collector. David P. Murphy. Dark Ranger 7. Man, all of the members are here. This is awesome. J. Rob is in the house. Bat Beast is in the house. Cigars and Bacon. The bus definitely has shelf presence. Ryan says that Penguin is looking great, Ashley.
Thank you.
John is here, or at least he said he was here. Thanks for watching the replay. Elijah Mack, Sir Double Ches. Let's see. George Moss is in the house. Archangel. Brad is in the house. Hey, Brad. No, you haven't missed much yet, other than Ashley's awesome prop back there.
I don't know. I think he got me beat with Batfleck.
I don't know. You could come over and stare in his eyes or something later. It's pretty. His eyes are pretty dreamy, I'll tell you.
Great. I'm gonna be in love by the end of the night. Thanks.
Yeah. Like I wasn't expecting like the eyelashes even. Like it's just.
Yep.
Really.
Those are some killer eyelashes.
It's crazy. Crazy. We'll get into that here in just a minute. Let's see. Aaron is here. Hello, Aaron. We've got Eric. Is it true 1-to-1? It's true 1-to-1, and it's a little big. Like it's. We were talking before. Like I feel like it is. I don't know how big Ben Affleck is, but it feels like it could be just even a smidge oversized. Mike, it is massive. Joker's Wild is here. Hello, Bats and Cats. I like that. Let's see. I can't remember if we said hello to Matt. Hello, Matt. Ledger's in the house.
Ledger.
JJ Collectibles. Tin Man. John is here. Let's see. Don't want to miss anybody that's here in the chat. I think I'm just about caught up. Slim Boss is here. Jared is here. Archangel says, Ashley killing it with the artwork. Looks great. I agree. Eric says, I think Ben Affleck 6'4". That's what I've heard too. So
Yeah.
Alfonso says, Dan, when are you going to start some Lego live streams?
I was just telling him, be careful what you wish for.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking about that, maybe doing a Rogues Gallery Lego build. That'd be pretty awesome.
A couple of new Batman ones coming out.
Yes, there are. Very cool.
I have the Batwing, but I don't know if I want to do it yet.
Oh, you haven't built it yet?
No, I had time off for my back to do it, and I don't know. I like it in the package. I'm weird. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But if you guys did it, if you and Dan did it, I would do it with you.
That's what I was just going to say. Maybe in the next 2 years when I finally get the Batmobile done.
Yes. And
what am I on? Like bag 13 or something like that? I don't even know if I'm that far, but I think I'm back to bag 13, I think. So once I get the Batmobile done, and if I get the Batwing, that would be fun to do like a triple build with Ashley and Dan. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
It's just waiting in the box. That's all it is. It's waiting in the box. So, I mean, if you guys do it, I'll do it with you.
All right. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be cool.
That Batwing, that's a big piece too. Isn't that like 3,000 pieces, I think? Yeah.
Yeah, it's massive, and it does hang on the wall. That's the one that Chris, I think you did a review on that when it was about to come out, right?
I think so. I think I did a preview video of it, I think. Yeah. So is it more pieces, Dan, than the Batmobile?
I think it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think it's less.
Let's take it.
I think it's less.
I thought it, hold on, let me Google.
All right.
I'm Googling. I got this.
Ashley's using the Google.
That's right.
Googling all over Facebook right now. Hang on.
I think I saw they're doing the 1966 Batmobile.
Yeah, but it's only going to be about this big.
That might be the one I do.
There you go.
It is 2,300 pieces. 2,363. 2,363.
What's the Batmobile?
The Batmobile is.
Maybe I had them backwards. Maybe the Batmobile is 3,000.
It's a lot, I can tell you.
There's a lot of Technic.
It is 3,306 pieces.
Wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the wing. It didn't look as complicated as what you're building right now.
Yeah. So that makes me feel a little bit better. it's taken me a while, but it's so much fun to build. I find that it's not easy to try to talk to people and concentrate on building at the same time. Like that's if I just shut up and like I didn't like talk or do anything the whole time, I think I'd probably get a lot more done.
Chris, just when we were on for that few minutes, that we were on for what, almost about 45 minutes at the tail end of your first build, I think. Yeah,
so I think that was like almost 3 hours.
And I think you pretty much messed up the whole front end, like halfway through, and had to go back and redo it. But you got it. You got there.
Yeah, I had to do that on the third build, or the third show too.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean not as bad, but it was like, oh my God, it's like if you miss one thing because you're not paying attention, it's crazy.
Yep.
So anyway, how are you guys doing? How have you guys been?
Doing well.
Good.
Yeah, doing well.
Anything new coming into your caves?
New coming into the caves.
Everything keeps getting delayed.
Yeah, there's nothing. Should have them by now, but don't.
So
Eric got.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Eric got the Batman on the Gargoyle, and that's actually coming next month.
Congratulations to both of you guys. You're going.
Yeah, I brought a guest tonight too. It's not as tall as your guest, but
your guest is awesome, and I'm really glad you got that. And actually, I think you're really gonna like it. It's different. It's weird because it's one of those pieces where you don't really know how it's going to look in person. I feel like it looks a lot better in person than it did in photographs for sure. Hopefully, like the reviews and stuff, you can see it. I feel like you can see it a little bit better. But it's just one of those pieces. I feel like it's kind of like my Poison Ivy. I love my Poison Ivy, but she doesn't photograph well. But I feel like that one was a little bit the same, where it just didn't photograph as well, especially like Sideshow's photographs. But anyway, congratulations. And speaking of ones that were delayed, like when is the freaking Iron Studios Joker going to come out?
Yeah.
So much for the end of March.
Yeah, it is. We are knee deep into April.
Yeah.
And literally nothing, like crickets.
Yep.
Like it would be nice if we had something from them. Like,
Yeah.
At least Sideshow, if there's going to be a delay, it'll say, going to ship, whenever. But does Iron Studios doesn't do that, do they?
No.
No.
Not that I've seen.
How long has it been since they showed it? Because when they first started, posting like it's going to ship soon, it felt like it was almost like rushed, like it was happening very fast. Like I felt like we just saw it not too long ago, last year.
Was it
at
about
the online Comic-Con they showed it?
Was it about this time last year? And they said it was going to ship by Christmas. I thought it was. I think Eric's right. I think they said it was going to be. It looked like it was going to be only like 8 months from start to delivery.
Okay,
it
looks shorter
like,
than that.
That's fast.
Yeah, I felt like we saw the pictures, and then like a few months later, like it's now shipping. It's like what? It just came out.
So, do you think it's COVID related, or do you think that there was maybe an error somehow, and they had to go back and redo something?
I don't know.
It could be both. I mean, they do not have good customer service, so
yeah,
I don't think we'll ever get the truth.
It's probably everything going on with the cargo ships and
COVID,
a little combination of both.
But I'll say that
their larger pieces just take longer than it seems like those 1/10 pieces just shoot out.
That's
what
I was just gonna say. Like it's like hotcakes. Like they can't believe how fast they're able to get those things out. But maybe that's their priority because that's what they sell. Like maybe that's their bread and butter. I feel like internationally, like Iron Studios is very, very popular. Like, and I don't know if it's because of the scale or what, but it's just pretty amazing.
Right,
they're able to get it out so quick.
One of the guys said that their Iron Studios Daredevil was delayed from July of 2020, and they didn't get it until February of this year, and they didn't get any updates.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
My Iron Man for these pieces was 14 months.
Wow.
Past the due date.
Past the due date?
Past the due date.
Wow.
It took forever. And I just kept messaging them on Instagram, and they told me, they said, it's the lights. Because I think there's 26 LEDs in it or something.
Well, there's no lights in Joker.
No.
No lights in Joker.
What's kind of aggravating is they have all my money, and I hate that.
Well, what's even more aggravating is I got annoyed, and I very politely asked for a refund to cancel.
Yeah.
They are ignoring my emails.
You're kidding.
Wow.
I did not know you were canceling.
Well,
oh my!
I got frustrated in March, and I emailed them and said, your policy says 90 days. If it's 90 days late, you give a full refund. And you've already admitted it's not going to be here till the end of March. And they said, yes, but we don't refund until those 90 days are over. So I waited for 90 days to be over, which it has been now. And emailed back and said, okay, it's been over. So can I have my refund now? And they're completely ignoring my email.
Wow.
Well, that's a little bit scary.
That is a little scary. Yep.
There's a lot of horror stories about Iron Studios customer service out there.
Don't you feel like I feel like they were doing really good for a long time.
I thought they were too.
You know what I mean? Like I think the first thing I remember hearing even an issue really was the Hawkman.
Before that, there was the Spider-Man. It was having issues like fitting together. They've had a few issues with pieces.
Is the Joker the next 1/3 after Hawkman?
I think so.
I want to say yes.
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Well, interesting. But yeah, the delays are annoying, but I guess they're inevitable right now. Especially when there's a 5 football long cruise ship blocking a canal for a week.
Yeah.
I don't know if that affected any of the Sideshow or the Prime 1 stuff, but I would assume it did somehow.
I would imagine it had to because of the backup.
Yeah, it slowed down everything.
Well, everything was behind it got stopped.
I did hear today, somebody on Statue Forum posted they had ordered the 1/3 Harley comic version from Prime One, directly from Prime One, and they got their shipping notice today.
Oh, wow.
I did see that as well, which I was shocked because we got delayed from Sideshow.
Mm-hmm.
It said, I believe it's September, November. So if it's shipping now, that tells you maybe how backlogged they might be boat-wise.
Yeah.
Not even statues. Once that cargo shipped blocked the canal, people in my area were panicking that there was going to be another toilet paper shortage.
Well, that's what they said. They said that there was going to be certain paper products and certain things that were going to be affected. You know, it's crazy. But again, I know it's annoying, but customer service would be nice if they could alleviate some of that frustration or worry, Iron Studios wise. But yeah, again, I was really surprised about the Harley because that one. God, did we see that her premiere like 2018, I think, or something like that? Like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Which one's that? The Prime One?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one on top of the skateboard ramp with the,
That's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's coming to my collection and I'm very excited about it, but I don't know. The weight kills you sometimes. And it kind of, I don't know, so much new comes out that you're kind of like, sometimes you get less excited. It'd be nice, the turnaround time used to be a year for most companies, and now it feels like 2 years. Sideshow does a better job, I think, most of the time of getting their things out. But
yeah, that's why I like those variants. They ship right away.
They sure do. They're in stock, ready to go.
It's what makes me nervous ordering from, directly from other companies other than Sideshow.
Yeah. Matt here says, really? I have mine ordered from Prime One directly, but did not get a notice.
Well, it was one guy on Statue Forum. No one else chimed in that they'd received theirs, but I don't know how many ordered directly from Prime One.
That's true. I mean, they could have been, I guess, making it up that they got a notice, but I guess we'll pay attention to that because I'm ready to see some in-hand photos of her. I'm ready for that. So
yeah.
But so nothing else coming in.
Think of it.
Nope. I've got the XM Samurai Harley was supposed to ship as early as December. Then they said January, and now I haven't heard a word. So don't know when that one's coming. But that one debuted, I think, at New York Comic Con in 2019. So
didn't she premiere though before Joker and Batman? The newer ones?
Before the newer ones? Oh, long before. Yeah.
And they're out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the turnaround time on Joker Orochi and
crazy.
Shugo, or I can't remember the name. Shugo.
Yeah, Shugo. Yep.
Like that's crazy how fast they were able to turn those two around.
Yep. And Harley is still out there and no word. No communication, no nothing.
That's very frustrating. I mean,
it is.
Why is it difficult? I don't understand this. Like, what happened to customer service? I work in customer service for the government, and I don't understand this. Even we're not as bad as them. Like, how hard is it to let them know where your tracking is, what's going on, what the problem is, or even just say, hey, it's going to be delayed by this time or this time. I mean, that's not okay. I went to Prime One to figure out when Jason Fabok's Detective Comic 1000 statue was going to be featured. And no kidding, I got something in Japanese or Chinese or whatever it is, and I apologize for not knowing what the email was. But I got it, and it wasn't even in English, and I'm like having to translate, and half the translation was weird. It was like June 15th at some time. Thanks. That was it. That's all I had. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. I really think that, I think you hit the nail on the head, is that Sideshow has great customer service, but we are in America. Whereas Iron Studios is in Brazil and Prime One is in Japan. And XM Studios is in where? Shanghai? I can't remember where they're based out of. But there's translation issues there. It's not as maybe easy for some of those companies or the cultures to communicate differently than what we're used to communicating. So that could be part of it. It's still annoying. It's still frustrating, especially when a big part of your market is the United States. Have somebody that can translate or speak English, and I think that would be helpful across the board. But
I know that when I did a job years ago, and the company I worked for had to work with China, and it was a government job. It was working for the military uniforms, and we had to do the color coding for the new uniforms coming out that was approved for 2011. This is way before 2011. And working with China, I can tell you that their color palette was way different than ours. And just the translation of trying to get them to understand for one uniform, just one, took 8 months. 8 months just for one color. One color.
Right.
That was it. So their customer service has been like this for some time, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's something like they don't care, or they just don't think it's important, or maybe communication just isn't a thing. And it's very, very probably very culture based, because every country is different, but it's so frustrating. And I don't know how they are able to make business like this. I don't understand.
Ryan says, I ordered the XM Robin Samurai, and the original date was December of 2020. Now it is third quarter of this year. I had it pre-order months before the new XM Batman and Joker statues. So that's another one. It's just, we saw that before those two, and it is weird. It is weird. Reclaimer says China makes U.S. military uniforms.
Yeah, and when the
I was
military,
just thinking that.
when the Marines washed their uniforms, they turned pink.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, and if any of these guys are Marines, they would laugh because they know exactly what I'm talking about. They had to it was a disaster. So yeah, craziness. That was years ago.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we can complain all day long, but at the end of the day, we're going to be patient, because that's what we do. Or we wait for our statues. We pay for them. Like Dan said, sometimes we even give them all our money, and and it makes us real nervous. And it's frustrating, but it is what it is. And, it's chalk it up to 2020, and we can at least blame it on that year for a while. Now, if it continues to happen well into 2022, then I think we can get out our pitchforks and our torches and stuff, and
that
do
excuse is going to get worn thin.
Yeah. So I want to get into kind of our first little topic tonight before we get into our main topic. I wanted to talk a little bit about silicone, and the reason is because, as you can see, again, I have the brand new Ben Affleck behind me, and I have sold part of my collection in order to make this happen and Harley Quinn happen. We also had a new big reveal today. I don't know if you guys saw it. I've got some screen captures when we look at photos. By the way, I think I have 180 photos tonight to look at. So we won't talk too long, because we got a lot of photos. But the J&D Catwoman. Did you guys see that today?
Yeah. Looks incredible.
Looks incredible. I did I filmed a hit and miss video on it, so it'll go up probably this weekend. But the price point on that 1/3 scale, it's $2,000. No bells and whistles. It's just her standing there with kind of a real simplistic base. Like, just in context, my Batman versus Bane from Prime 1 was less than that, and it's way bigger, massive. So my question is silicone the next big thing, or is it already the big thing right now? When you look at these life-size busts, that's how they're able to achieve the likeness or the liveliness of these characters, these real people. But now companies like J&D are doing, they did their Arthur, they did the Wonder Woman, they did the Heath Ledger Joker, and now Catwoman. But I wanted to hear your thoughts on, what do you guys think? Like, there was a lot of trepidation at first, especially because people didn't know the longevity of silicone. What do you guys think of it? Like, where are you guys kind of at with silicone embedded or incorporated with the polystone? Because we've been so inclined to just collect the polystone. You know, we want, by God, we want fully sculpted, and we want, you know, no fabric capes and whatever. But do you think that that will start changing to become more mainstream now?
I'm still curious to see what it looks like in person. So, like, Chris, you have it like in person. Can you tell like it looks like a different material, like the face?
It looks like skin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't look like a painted polystone, or you can tell
God,
like this.
No.
Okay.
You could tell that there's something underneath it. Like there's a polystone layer underneath the chin.
Yeah.
But then whenever you look at it and you say, "Oh my God, there's gray hair in this beard," like it's insane how realistic it looks. Now, that's darker than my skin, so it's a little bit, dark. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll feel differently when I get my Harley in, because there's so much silicone there. I don't know if it'll look rubbery or plasticky. But looking at the videos and the clips and stuff, it doesn't look that way to me. There are some silicone that does worry me a little bit from certain people on certain statues. There's that oil effect where this one is not shiny. There's no oiliness to it at all. But I think it's just a matter of what materials are used. There are different kinds of silicone.
So for me, I think it's still kind of weird. I'm not sure if it's something I would collect, not even just for like a life-size bust. They say if it was like a 3rd scale or 4th scale and they were using silicone, not sure it's something I would buy right now, just because I'm not familiar with it. I need to like maybe see it in person, like I said. But you look at a company like Hot Toys, where you said capture, character likeness. Hot Toys does a great job. And they don't use silicone, so there's other ways of doing it without silicone, I think.
Absolutely.
And they hold up. Really, it's like a vinyl, I'm sure, because that's what most of the heads and faces are made out of. And I've got some that are 15 or 16 years old, and they don't look that much different. Except the newer they get, the better they are.
Chris, how many? What's the edition size on the Batfleck?
600, I think.
There's 600. Wow.
The thing I noticed in the video was you could see his pores.
Yeah.
On the face that you can see, and it was like, damn. That's like, I mean, it looked like a real person.
It does. I mean, it really feels like there's a person in this room. Like it's creepy. Like, I mean, like Eric said, there is, busts are not for everybody. I'm still not sure if they're for me. I don't know. It's just, this is a new thing for me. But I can tell you, what we were talking about before the show, it's like, it's nuts how much presence there is in the cave. And Jeff Delaney asked me, is it overwhelming in the cave? And it is a little bit. Like, it's so big, it's so massive, and it's just so like ultra realistic compared to a comic book polystone statue. Like, it just is. But I still love both of them. I don't know. I'm just curious as to what you guys think about the silicone. What do you think, Dan, about silicone?
Well, I think like Eric, I mean, I honestly have not seen one that I can think of in person, so it's kind of hard to say. I can tell you it looks amazing. I'm not sure that I would care about it on anything smaller than what you have there. And I don't know that I would want to have to empty out my collection to make room for the small number of those that I could fit. It's just, to me, it's like a whole different dynamic in the room in terms of number of pieces, just your display in general. I don't know if I'd want to switch to that. And silicone in 1/3 or 1/4. I've watched the JND, video, and I'm just not sure I need it at that scale. At this scale, at the 1-to-1, I would say it makes probably makes a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't know when it's smaller if it would make that big of a difference.
that's kind of my point. Especially now you think about the money, right? It seems like they're at least 35 to 50% more.
The Catwoman is $500 less than this.
That's what I was thinking.
That's insane.
Now, of course, shipping on this was $500.
Wow.
Because it was 3 giant boxes. So the price is justified.
Did they sell it out, Chris? 600 of them?
I do not know. I know that I got the last one from Todd.
Okay.
But I know Sideshow has not got their allotment in yet. And there is a current wait list.
Wow.
And I don't believe they shipped out Wonder Woman yet either. So I don't know when that's going to happen.
So I have a question, and Chris Logan in the chat brings up the point also. So the silicone is squishy, like you can squish his face. Does that affect, do you think, the paint from like cracking or, you know, something happening to it over time?
I don't know. Like the Harley Quinn has some makeup on her. You know, she's got some makeup on her side and lipstick. This one, I think the only paint would be his lips. Like the skin tone is just skin tone.
Okay.
And,
I would imagine the skin color is in the material.
Okay.
Yeah,
It would have to be. I don't think they could paint over it and get that texture.
No,
I don't think so either.
I don't think there's any paint unless there might be. I mean, there might be some on the lips, but what gives it its texture is the beard. You know, it's got the shadow of the beard, and there is paint around his eyes, so it's like, you know, his eyes are painted underneath. But like this one is just so little silicone.
Okay,
You
so
know,
I was assuming the silicone was like actually painted. So like something that has more silicone, like say Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman. So you're saying there's no paint whatsoever on her arms, or
I don't
just
think
all
so.
silicone?
I wouldn't think so, because when we saw the video that I think Jeff shared when they took the bat out of her hand, it looked.
Yep.
The hand and arm gave her wrist area.
Yeah, that was
gave.
It's creepy. Like you could the hand
Yeah,
was like, oh.
Yeah, and I have that video going up this weekend, and it does. It just, I mean, it's like this, and you take the bat off, and it snaps back into place. It's just weird.
Yeah, because if it was paint, it would crack. The paint.
Yeah.
would crack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
There are areas like Harley Quinn. She's got her fingernails painted. So I think there are some areas, but I feel like the skin itself, unless maybe they paint a freckle on or something like that. Like and I don't know how they would do that, but it would be neat to see some behind the scenes about how they make these. For sure. I want to give a real quick, Lionheart did a $5 super chat. Thank you very much for that. It says, Chris, I pre-ordered 5 statues, Power Girl and Black Canary from Sideshow, Micah from Pop Culture Shock, Hordak and Tila from Tweeterhead. That's awesome, Lionheart. We're going to look at Tila here in just a minute. But I think all of those are great. They're all great choices. Yep. That's awesome. Thank you very much for supporting us that way with the super chat. Thank you.
Hey, Chris, Joe Caramello makes a great point, and I was thinking this as well, and I know that I've heard this. Paint doesn't stick to only silicone sticks to silicone, and not just paint, but nothing else sticks to silicone.
Yeah.
So do you think like if they're like, let's talk about Harley Quinn's nails. Do you think that they apply a colored silicone?
Yep.
To that. That's incredible. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Or the nails may be a different molded material and fixed into the silicone.
That's true. It could be like glued on.
Because it may end up looking, be a different texture to look.
I honestly don't know this for a fact, but I honestly don't think you can glue to silicone. I think I think there's, you know what I mean? I think the silicone almost has to be welded. You know what I mean? You know how they do plastic weld, like plastic welding? My guess is there's probably a similar process for like ABS plastic. You have to kind of weld it to get it to stay together. And I think silicone is similar.
Mike is saying I'm a painter, and that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Archangel, my girlfriend is Silicone.
Oh God!
All right. We have
Good for you, Ark.
Yeah,
Good for you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bringing the flavor.
I don't remember
Oh my
who said.
God.
I don't remember who said the fact that whenever you shrink the scale, is silicone necessary?
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of agree with that, and I think J&D is doing really great work, but I feel like, and I think I'm in the minority, but so many people say, "Oh, it's perfection. It is the top of the best of the best of the best." But I feel like all of their sculpts have been off just a little from the way I see it. And I do say this in my hit or miss video for Catwoman. I say the fact that I think people see people differently. Like the way I see Anne Hathaway might be different than the way Ashley sees Anne Hathaway. And it's like, it's perfect to Ashley, but it's off to me. So it is interesting to hear people, because, you know, I read all the comments about the reveal today, and everybody, I mean, it is a beautiful statue. I love the pose. I think it looks better with the goggles on than off, but I just feel like there's just 1 or 2% off on her face. But again, that's just me. So what do you guys think about that? Like, would you rather have just seen it being polystone than this silicone kind of rubbery material to make it look more lifelike?
I think it depends on the piece. So if it's like a movie piece, I would want whatever captures the likeness the best.
Yeah.
So if that's silicone or whatever plastic, then I mean, I wouldn't want like a polystone figure and it doesn't look good. Doesn't, you know, how many times have we seen polystone statues of movie characters and it just doesn't look like them? So
right.
Yeah.
So let me I'm sorry, let me just pose this question. So did you guys all see the in-hand photos or videos of the Joker statue, the Arthur Fleck statue?
Oh yeah.
What did you think about the in-hand?
the one where he's in his street clothes?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm talking specifically about the portrait.
It was damn near close.
I thought it was really good. I watched DT's review, and it looks really good. For me, not $2,000 good, but really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
The hairline wasn't great.
Say that again, Jeff.
The hair punching wasn't great on that particular video.
The hair punching wasn't great. And again, it probably varies by, because I'm sure each head is unique. I mean, you know, one of a kind, really. I felt like it wasn't quite, I didn't feel like it looked as good to me as the prototype did. But the same thing about Prime 1. You know, you take what is considered probably the best head sculpt of all time with the prototype, at least. In hand, it's still, I think, amazing, but it lost a little something, I think, in hand. But what do you guys think? Which one looked better? Like, did the sculpt from K.A. Kim look better than the sculpt in silicone from Arthur? Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know where we're at with that. I feel like they were, at least with the prototype, they were able to do amazing things with that head sculpt. Although I think if Jeff Delaney said that those head sculpts are generally plastic. I don't know if that one was, or if it was polystone from Blitzway.
Blitzway normally does PVC for portraits.
So what do you guys think? Like, do you feel like one is better than the other? They're both the same scale. Arthur, or the Joker piece, obviously is a lot cheaper than the J&D piece is.
I think likeness is subjective, and when they get as close as they get, I think I would opt for a better value and durability. I think that's going back to Eric's point. Like, I don't know, if the durability thing is really a question, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't, that would come into play for me.
Yeah, I think as long as it's somewhat within range and you can tell it's the person.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be 100%. Like I say, when it gets to 100%, like Ben Affleck behind you, it starts getting to the creepy point where you feel like Ben Affleck's in your room. So, I mean, it is supposed to be a statue in the end. So as long as it's close and you can tell who it is, I think it's good enough.
Because that's where, especially with movie pieces, that's the ultimate ideal, to be as realistic and lifelike looking as you can get, right? Because you want it to match the actor. You want, comic book pieces can be whatever they are, but movie pieces, do you want a living, breathing Ben Affleck in your house? Like, I don't know. But
That
I have
ship has
one. I don't know if I
sailed.
want one, but I have one. You know, it's like here he is, and he's amazing. So I think I agree with a lot of you that said that, you know, really maybe the smaller scale doesn't make as much sense, whereas the bigger scale, you want it to have that impact, you want it to have that punch because you're looking at it really close, and you're literally on top of this thing because it's in your face. Whereas
you know what's making me think of? So like, you know, Prime One uses that translucent skin resin for their statues, and a lot of people don't like that because they say it looks like, you know, too simple. There's no shading to it. So now if silicone can't be shaded or painted, I'm wondering if people are gonna, I don't know, maybe because it's life size, they might think different. But are we going to hear complaints that there's not enough shading going on in the silicone and all that? Or I mean, personally, I like Prime One's translucent resin. I think it looks better than you know, polystone painted.
I like the translucent resin that I have. I'm also curious, like with J&D, because all of their characters have been covered pretty completely, where they mentioned that they were going to do a Harley, and I'm assuming their Harley will be next. And there's a lot more arms, there's a lot more legs. You know, like will that all be silicone, and will that affect value, and how will that look? You know, if you can't, I don't know. I'm curious.
I bet
I would
if
assume that piece will be a lot more expensive.
1/3 scale statue, I bet the body will be polystone.
Could be, but then will the polystone arms match the silicone face? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure they would do that.
Yeah.
And
Ezra
that'll be
asked,
probably $4,000 statue.
Yep.
yeah, probably. Ezra asked, how does silicone hold up in different weather environments? It is. It's untested.
Wow.
From what I've heard from people in the industry and other things, obviously they're going to want to sell these, but you know, I've heard 50, 60, 70 years, depending on how you take care of it. I would not have this in direct sunlight.
Yeah.
I would not have it in humidity.
And even on
temperature controlled room. I'm in a basement, so this right here is cool down here. I would not want it anywhere where it could get warm. So I think as long as you take care of it, Ezra, I think you have a pretty good shot of it lasting a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say on I think it's Queen Studios website, that show we had John on. It's even on the details on the website, it says it's natural for the silicone to like sweat, and that's why you have to like apply the powder and keep it, you know, dry.
Well, I also think that that's just the kind of silicone they're using.
I'd be curious to see if your Ben Affleck starts sweating one day, and that'd be even more creepier.
It's possible, but I don't feel like it. I think other people would have had that same experience, and so far I have not seen anything that says Infinity Studios has that problem.
Yeah, well, I wonder if that's why we're seeing some of them. You know, we're saying that they look a little too shiny. I wonder if that's, you know, we're seeing them.
Well, and those have been specifically Queen Studios.
Yeah.
The video, was it video or pictures where we saw both of the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman together?
Yeah.
The shininess took 25% of the realism away from me.
Yeah.
It looked like plastic.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And maybe that's something that they can tweak over time. I mean, both these companies are very new.
I think that's why we see the price difference.
Well, that could be. I mean, and obviously there's a full torso and two arms.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of another question that I asked myself. Like, you know, could I mix busts? Could I mix ones without the arms with the ones with the arms? And I don't know.
Yeah, I was saying on your live unboxing, it would have been cool if they would have included like plugs for the shoulders, because you can get away with, you know, the arms come off. And they could have like maybe capped it up if you didn't want to have like the arms. It would have helped also take up less space.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good option because there's just giant pegs where, you know, where the keys go in.
Yeah. Just to have something key in to where it looks like it's, you know, just a straight cut V-neck bust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you ever weigh in, Jeff Delaney, on silicone?
I think it's not going anywhere. it's a popular part of the hobby. As you said, it's pretty much relegated to just movie pieces. You have a whole segment of the collecting population who don't buy movie pieces at all.
Yep.
So there's always going to be room for both polystone and silicone. We're starting to see from Queen Studios examples of quarter scale pieces with surprising likenesses done in polystone. We first saw it with the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and now we're seeing it with the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So we can get great likenesses in polystone. We don't have to have silicone. We don't have to have $2,000 pieces. I'm probably never going to start switching to $2,000-$3,000 pieces. But yeah, it's always going to be here. It's always going to be a part of the hobby, and I think it's a good thing. But it's not going to take over, I don't think.
I think I agree. Do you think companies like Sideshow would ever do silicone?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised.
I mean, it does feel like kind of like a specialty, type thing. I don't know if I would call it a novelty, but I kind of like the fact that maybe just one or two companies are doing it, or attempting to do it. I guess really there's three.
Seems like Sideshow doesn't like to copy what other people are doing. I'm still waiting for Sideshow to upgrade their art boxes and packaging to Velcro, and they still haven't done that.
I'm wondering. Sorry.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I'm done.
I'm just wondering what the cost is on it, and if that takes an effect at all. That's all. Like, does silicone is silicone more expensive than the polystone, and does that take an effect of making the statue for Sideshow? That's what I'm trying to think in my head.
Well, I mean, look at the price of. I guess, are you guys surprised at what J&E is charging for them being such a new company?
I'm surprised they're getting it.
I mean, that's the thing, Dan. They're all of their other three pieces have sold out,
and they have a lower ES now.
Yeah,
edition size. So
yep,
it's a new company. I'm not, I wouldn't want to pay it, but I'm not surprised by it.
I'm just surprised. Like, I remember when Prime 1 first was coming out, like the premium format, or the 1/3 scale, $900, $899. And I'm like, everybody's like, how are they able to, or why is it so cheap? I'm like, well, because they're a new company. They're going to establish that price and then slowly creep it up until now it's in the $1,200 range, and then the $1,300 range, or and I think they did it the smart way. But I am surprised by how much J&D is charging for those. But obviously they're in high demand, and people obviously want them. It would worry me because they're untested. Like, I haven't seen one in person. I haven't seen one in hand. Maybe if I did, it would change my mind. I don't know. Kind of like, I don't remember who said it, but on the last show, but it's like, we want to see these in person before we decide to buy them. Would it have changed my mind if I saw this in person to see how big it is and thinking, man, where am I going to put that? Because I don't know where I'm going to put that. But I'm glad I did it. And I'm kind of creeping into the silicone world, but I don't beyond 2 or 3, maybe 4 busts. I don't see myself going any further than that. But
Ezra's asking if it's less risk of damage from shipping in a silicone piece. That's actually not a bad question for once, for who you are.
Well, I personally would be worried about silicone being like puncture or rip.
Yeah, it's not like it's going to break. It could be punctured or.
Didn't we see half-fast reviews had the Loki, and while he was unpacking it, he accidentally hit the face and caused
that's true.
A little gouge.
That's true.
If I remember that correctly.
So I think that is definitely a concern, Ezra. Like, I know this again was 3 massive boxes. The torso's in one box, The arms, just 2 arms were in another giant box. And then the cape and the head and the batarang and the key, like the little metal keys, was in another one. So I feel like the head sculpt was very well protected. And again, I love the straps. I think that is, I just love that so much more than having to tape it up and rip it's just nice. I feel like it's, I don't know, a little bit more elegant. What do you guys think? Or does it matter to you?
It's a lot nicer. And then if you sell it, you don't have to retape it and have old tape over top of new tape. And then if you buy something used or somebody's already had it, have to worry, were they smart enough to tape it up before you start pulling it out the box?
Yeah.
Steve has a good point here. With the way these are facing, worrying about where in your room you'll be putting them at. I had the same thought, because if I have this wall, it would be ideal if he was facing toward the back of the room. So that way, whenever you saw it, that would work. Now, if I had it over here on my comic book area, it would, that would be the right way. It'd be facing toward you as you come in. So I have thought of that too. I think that you have to consider that, because these, again, they're so noticeable. Your eye immediately goes to this thing, which is crazy. I mean, it's just so massive. And yeah, I think you definitely have to consider where you're going to put them. Like, even if I put him on this back wall, like, I'd have to consider which angle, because you see his face or you see a side profile.
Have you thought about a corner shot? Like, put him in a corner?
I've thought about like this corner here, because I thought it'd be nice to have him back there for reviews and things, where he's back there so people could see him. But he's just so much bigger than I thought he'd be. So I've got some thinking to do.
I wonder if he'd be better in the other corner.
What, Jeff?
I wonder if he'd be better in the other corner facing out.
Over here?
Yeah. And that where the Joker bust is. Like at an angle. Then you could see that batarang arm facing out.
Maybe so. But then do I get rid of the Joker and the Batman bust there?
You just move them, they're small.
Yeah, right.
Well, they're a whole hell of a lot smaller than the Batman.
See, and I'm telling you, Batfleck will look smaller next week. Once you come and go into that room a couple times and you get over the shock of the size, you're going to be like, he is kind of small.
It's time for full body, one full scale.
Yeah.
That's the next level for you, right?
Well, that's right. And Steve says, sounds like some walls are coming down soon. If I could just get into the whole living room, the basement living room, that would be.
Now, when you approach your wife about that, can you get that on video?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be the official end of the Batman Statue Collector channel. So
the way you work that in is you work the Momoa bust into that. So there's, you have the whole team.
Well, she would want that in the bedroom. So it's like right on her nightstand, looking up at him.
Compromise.
On her nightstand.
Put a lampshade on his
nightstand.
head.
Yeah, very expensive nightstand, but yeah, for sure. Anybody else want to say anything else before we move on about silicone?
No,
I think we've killed it.
I think we've killed it.
It's not for me yet.
You can almost say maybe we punctured it a little tonight.
Yeah.
So, yes, yeah. Do you guys want to go into spring cleaning, a little topic, or do you want to look at pictures?
Got 180 pictures?
Yep.
Let's look at pictures.
For an hour in.
Look at pictures then. All right.
Yeah. Somebody said Jason Momoa, the bra stand. You got that bra hanging on the trident.
I'm sure Jason Momoa's had plenty of bra hung on him.
He's no stranger to the brassiere.
I mean,
No.
I'm female. I have bras. I would be happy to hang any of them on him at any time. And if he's watching this, I'm happy to do that. You let me know.
Yeah.
Your people
Right. You
contact
could dry your delicates on the trident.
Exactly.
Yeah, it depends where you're hanging them on them. So
Oh, there's so many jokes in so little time. It's really what it is. So I love it. All right, let's do some screen share here. And
Arch says, I bet 179 of the picks are Chris's Batfleck.
I think only two. I think only two. Let's see. We'll get started with that. Can you guys see the big photo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
All right.
sad Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Oh, so sad.
Kind of after looking at that Ben Affleck and then looking at this, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
Well,
damn.
we are talking about a very smaller price point and a smaller scale. This is not perfect, but I do think it's pretty good. I do think it looks like Christopher Reeve. It did lose a little something from the prototype, I think, or the original that they revealed at Sideshow Con. But what do you guys think of this? How do you think it turned out?
this is what you get, all you polystone lovers.
That's right.
Mhm.
You know,
All you
this is a real
non-silicone folks.
this is a real strange one for me because it's one where the likeness is excellent in my eyes, but the expression is just sad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It looks like
You know what I
somebody killed
mean?
this puppy.
Yeah, somebody said that, and it just
It's just not good.
it just
It
isn't.
just makes you feel bad.
It does.
Well, especially, Christopher Reeve has that great smile.
Yeah.
And, or at least that smirk.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a smirk. I think they're
If they just would have made a smirk. And I feel like the original one had a little bit more of that. But do you think it just became like the estate just didn't approve Sideshow's license for that or didn't approve it? They always have to get approval for these.
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I can't believe that they thought this was better.
Right.
Right. The first one had a confidence that I
Yep.
found more
Yeah.
appropriate.
This one looks defeated.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
I think we all know the scene, right? That they pulled this image of him from, and it doesn't. I think Jeff, you hit it on the. It's that confidence, right? He's on the balcony and he's got this confidence as he's looking at Lois, and that doesn't capture it.
No.
It would bug me. And
Yeah.
I mean, he is my Superman.
Yeah.
God, this guy was my Superman, and I mean, yeah. No.
When they first showed this was tempting because he's, my Superman.
Yep.
But now after seeing that, it's an easy pass.
Mm-hmm. And what's funny? We talk about the smirk. I actually think it's in the eyes, not the mouth.
Yeah.
I know that's probably being overly analytical, but I think for me that's where it is. But
Do you think this one is better than their original release, the one that was PVC?
trying to think of it. I think
You guys
I wanna
remember
say
it.
I don't remember it well enough.
Christopher Reeve?
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Remember he was floating above that water dam, and the dam is exploding. Came out maybe 3 or 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. But it was PVC, so a lot of people didn't like it. It was kind of controversial at the time because I don't think it was announced that it was PVC.
I don't recall.
I mean, on the positive side, I could tell it's Christopher Reeve, but
Yep.
Yeah.
just
Well,
not
I
the best
think-
expression.
I don't know if you want to show it, Chris, but I just texted you a comparison I did of the original proto with this one and I believe the photo that it's based on.
All right, hold on.
I feel like everything but the expression is on the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
The suit looks great.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
Chris,
The
who-
pose is fine.
Chris, who made the one you were referring to before? That you said something about he was standing over a dam.
Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Just curious to look it up real quick.
It's not well regarded.
Where did you send that, Jeff?
Oh, to the Rogues live chat.
Oh,
Sorry.
on Facebook.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I don't have it either.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. I'm looking at it now, and it looks nothing like him.
Oh, sorry. I sent it to somebody else.
You're gonna be like, what is Delaney up to now?
That's
Oh, boy.
awesome.
That's
I actually sent it to John at Queen Studios. That's funny.
Oh,
Well, they could probably do it better.
Yeah.
John's gonna be like, are you giving me hints here?
All right, now I sent it to the correct.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly it, Jeff. That's the scene.
All right, let's go back into it here.
And look at the prototype. Holy cow. Yep.
There's
And it's in the eyes. You guys will see. Yep.
Oh yeah.
there it is.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
So the one in the middle is the one they originally showed.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can see the smirk, like he's got that smirk, and but yeah, it's just I think it is the eyes.
The mouth
Yep.
is not that much off. It's
No.
the direction. It seems like he's looking down versus looking up.
But he also looks, Jeff hit it. It's confidence, determination, whatever you want to call it in the middle. And on the right, he just looks sad.
Mm-hmm. His face on the far right look thinner? And then on the left, it looks fuller. Like you can tell it's very much Christopher Reeves.
Yes.
But on the far right, he looks like he lost like 10 pounds and had COVID. So maybe that's why he's sad.
Actually, that was my very first thought. I'm like, he
Really?
looks like he's skinnier.
Huh. That could be.
But interesting.
Yeah. That proto picture, he looks great.
I do like the base. I think it's nice, real simplistic.
Yeah.
You know, it's a kind of a low profile. If you look at the whole thing, it's pretty low profile. I think, you know, I don't think you can go wrong with this statue. Is it perfect? No, but it's so iconic. You know who it is. And I know so many people have wanted a Christopher Reeve for a long time. So congratulations to everybody picking it up. I do wish they would have kind of kept that original sculpt, but it does make me wonder if they just didn't get approval.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. But I think the cut and sew looks good. Tim Hansen at Sideshow always does a good job with that.
The
Yep.
cape is killer, and I'm so glad it's not a decal.
Yeah. The cape is accurate. I think that's well done. I really like the base. Oh, look at the boots. I thought the boots were nicely done.
Yeah.
Real nice. So anyway, that's from Sideshow Collectibles if you hadn't seen it. Let's move into this lovely young lady. This was revealed today fully. I know we had some early prototypes and things that we've seen. I know I was really worried about kind of being able to see her face. But this one does come with two portraits. I know especially Jeff Delaney was maybe interested in this one. What do you guys think of it shown here?
I think it's beautiful. Both portraits.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I think it's cool. We're getting a movie-based portrait and a comic-based portrait in the same statue.
Pretty awesome.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's ever been done before.
No, it's been requested so many times. You know, I could always, remember people saying, "I wish there was a comic portrait. I wish there was a movie portrait to go along with the statue." So it's nice that they, consider doing that.
Here's the comic book portrait. I mean, it's still very realistic.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is this one that you would pick up?
I probably will. I have a couple of concerns. It's only 18.5 inches tall. So I'm not sure how it's going to look compared to my other quarter scale pieces. It's going to have a much lower profile. And the other thing is, maybe it won't be very visible, but there is an neck seam on this piece. Don't know if you have any of the pictures from below, but it absolutely has a neck. In fact,
I don't know if I do.
you know what, Chris? Let me send you that one too. I actually did.
I wonder if that's why she's looking so far down that they could camouflage it more.
All right,
Yep.
I just sent it to you, Chris, or to the Rogues Live chat.
Okay.
She has the same pose as Batfleck behind you.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to that Infinity Studios life-size bust with the arm in the way.
All right, round 2.
That's it, yeah. So if you can zoom in on that, it's a distinct line.
Oh.
So it goes under the chin.
Yeah.
So it'd be one thing if it was just that cheek line, but if the fact that it continues on underneath.
Right. So hopefully it won't be too visible, but that worries me a little bit.
Well, I can see that.
Maybe that's why they have the arm covering the face.
I was going to say, I mean, there might have been a reason for that with the way it was posed.
Yeah.
Knowing that there was going to be two sculpts.
And I'm still a little bit iffy on the whole having the lasso wrap around her 3 times look. I'm not sure why she would do that.
Yeah, same here. It's like she's capturing herself.
Yeah.
Kind of in the veins of like a Catwoman, you know, where has it around her multiple times. I mean, I do think it adds some nice movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if this is posable, so maybe you don't have to have it wrapped around her as much. I don't know.
Right.
I'm sure it is. I mean, it looks cool wrapped around her, but it doesn't kind of make sense.
Yeah.
So we know everything about her except the price. So that's going to be the determining factor for me.
I think we're going to find out tomorrow, right? I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm told too. Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to like the. I didn't think I was going to like the comic portrait matching up with the armor, but now that I'm seeing it, you know, I only saw the up close shot of the portrait earlier. Now that I'm seeing it on the entire statue, I think it does look good though.
Well, in a way, the comic portrait makes more sense because the body type does not match Gal Gadot at all.
Yeah, right, but just the armor, like say like her armbands, you know, that it has more of a modern, you know, more intricate design that matches the tiara on her head now, to whereas the comic portrait's a little bit more, you know, simplistic.
Well, that's true. I was just going to say that's the number one thing I've heard today is like, it's like they can't really put their finger on it why it doesn't look necessarily quite right. And it's because Gal Gadot is so much, I mean, this is a much more muscular, you know, Amazonian type Wonder Woman, whereas with this portrait, you know, Gal Gadot has a different body type.
Yeah, this is the picture I saw earlier to where I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I like the tiara looking simple, and then the armband has more details going on. But the other photo you had where it shows the whole figure, I think it works. I mean, and then like I said, also, I mean, they're giving us both options, so you can't really complain. I mean,
you want to make a prediction on price? I'm going to say $850.
I was going to go higher.
So
I was going to say 1100.
I heard 2 different things. I heard that we're going to have the option of one portrait or both portraits at 2 price points. And then I heard from someone today that that's not true. It's going to be one price point and everyone's going to get both portraits. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, the original price for the Tom Holland Spider-Man was very reasonable, but that was like a bonus price if you bought it within the first 30 days or whatever. And then it went up in price. So I don't know if they'll do the same thing with this or not.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
She looks good though.
She does. Yep. It's a fun statue. This one I'm very excited about. This is from Tweeterhead, coming soon. Obviously a Joker on throne. I don't know how much you've seen, Jeff, but I've seen a lot of this statue and I am very excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very popular.
Which Joker?
So I'm noticing a trend. We had first the Poison Ivy on her little throne. Now we have Joker. So are we going down the throne line here of Tweeterhead pieces?
I will say that there are some other ones like Scarecrow, which we've seen teased and have a pretty good shadow. And you know, that's not on the throne. So I think it might be kind of hit and miss. But I can tell you from what I've seen on this, like Jeff said, this one's going to be very, very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So stay tuned.
And it looks like it's inspired by The Killing Joke. I see the camera hanging there, and then possibly I was thinking maybe he's looking at like a Polaroid picture of maybe Batgirl or something.
There's a lot of Easter eggs on this one.
Yeah, It's inspired by more than one storyline.
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Yeah, maybe that's a crowbar above his shoulder.
This is Bruce Lee that was shown this week from Blitzway. And so I know a lot of people that are, a big Bruce Lee fan. This is 1/4
That
scale.
was crazy. And it was very reasonable.
Yep,
be popular.
$550 for this one.
550.
Wow.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's polystone? Or you think he's all PVC?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
It
No.
looks so damn good. I mean,
Yeah, it
there's
does.
no neck seam.
Yeah. That's
Unless
Mm.
that's what makes me think of that price point. It might be PVC, but unless there's something under a shirt that separates it. But I do think it looks really good.
Yeah.
There was also there's the size. You also, if you order early, you get this really cool. I thought this was really neat.
That's nice.
Imperial Guardian lion statue. But anyway, congratulations to anybody that picks him up. This was also shown this week from XM Studios. This is a 1/6 scale Lex Luthor. What do you guys think of this one?
Oh, that's what that is.
That's what that is.
Okay.
why does he have the Superman logo?
That's kind of what I was wondering.
That was my big thing. Was I would figure it would be an L or 2 or nothing.
Well, would this ever be a suit that Superman wore and he stole?
I haven't read this storyline, so I don't know why.
I remember, but I don't remember, so I don't want to say something that's wrong.
He looks like a Transformer, Superman, go get him kind of guy. He looks.
I mean,
I didn't get Lex Luthor from that. I'm sorry.
It looks good, but it's straight up Captain Morgan pose.
Yeah.
I wish
Yes.
I wish it was the suit from Superpowers, like that green,
Yeah.
like that more traditional suit.
Green and purple.
Yeah. I think that would have been maybe cooler, but again, I just don't know the storyline here. So I mean, maybe if we knew, that would make more sense. But
Danny Spencer says he becomes Superman once New 52 dies and old Superman comes to rebirth.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, sometimes he
Okay.
does he tries to do good. So
okay, so he's a good guy
Well, that
now.
makes sense.
Okay.
But how many pieces do we need with a ripped up Superman cape in their hand?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's getting a
Well,
bit old.
Apparently more.
It's definitely
Yeah.
been done. But I do think the sculpt looks good. I think the head sculpt looks nice.
I think the portrait's
Yeah.
great.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Portrait's really cool.
Who told us that story?
Danny Spencer in the chat.
All right, Danny, thank you very much. You are a qualifier for
Oh,
the statue giveaway tonight. So thank you very much, Danny. Let's see. But anyway, I think that looks good. XM Studios. We also had Scarecrow teased. A lot of people were freaking out because they're like, the green Joker gas is the Joker's. It can't be the Scarecrow. And I think I could literally hear Chad crying at home because this will not have a green mist. So don't worry about that. It will not be green. But
There's nothing wrong with that.
there were people with pitchforks out that day when this was teased. So this we should be seeing this revealed pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this.
You're going to like it. This also came out today. It's actually up for pre-order right now. This literally came out of the blue. This was a Harley Quinn and Joker. There is no scale provided. I have no idea. But what do you guys think of this one? I actually I'm thinking about getting this one.
It's fun.
The
I like
double tend to be 1/5, don't they?
Maybe it's 14 inches high.
The Superman versus Batman is 1/5.
Yep.
The Wolverine, whatchamacallit, Hulk Wolverine is 1/5.
But doesn't it seem smaller than that? Like I feel like, I don't know. It just feels small with that apple, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
hard to say.
Yeah.
It's $530.
That
500.
seems a bit pricey.
That
Seems
seems
pricey.
pricey.
I was kind of surprised. I could maybe see like maybe 420, maybe.
What
But
scale is this?
maybe 1/5. It's not really said.
It's not stated, but their dios have all been 1/5. So I'm assuming that's a neat portrait. I like that portrait of Joker.
I do too. I think it's really good. I mean, I really like the whole concept. I love the cannon. I decided not to get the Joker Ninja from Prime 1, and that's what I loved about it was the cannon. So that's why I really think about this one is because I just love the colors. I like how fun it is and whimsical it is. Great portraits on both. I like it. I don't like the price point, but I like it.
Yeah, I like
it. I think the other dioramas, you got a little bit more height with the base.
Yeah.
From the Wolverine and even that Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. If you asked me how much this cost, I would have said like 150, 180. Not 500.
Yeah. 530 was pretty surprising to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's a great piece. Shiny.
Shiny.
Yep. Very shiny. But I have a feeling I'm going to get this one. I like it.
Really?
This one is from Tweeterhead. This was Tila, and then she was revealed. This is the exclusive. It did also go up for pre-order today. It's also available at Tweeterhead.
It's all gone.
Oh, it is sold out at Tweeterhead?
Wow.
Gone from Tweeterhead and waitlisted on Sideshow, but the collector's edition is still available on Sideshow.
Wow. That was fast.
Well, she's sexy, so yeah.
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 Really, really beautiful.
Those are all really good.
It's all art direction by David Igo. And I just love the body on this. I like the head sculpt. I love the base with the purple coming up.
Oh, I love that little monster coming up. That's really cool looking.
It's very cool. Did you order this one?
I did.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
It's really like
stupid of me to do that though, Chris. Because
what?
I was in college when Masters of the Universe hit TV screens.
You know, Jeff, I wasn't going to say anything because you and I are the same age just about, but it's like, how did you get into He-Man? Because I just don't connect with the characters.
I have no connection to the characters. I got Hordak, and I love the statue. And this came out, and I love the statue, and I don't know if I'm going to keep him or not, but I'm having
good for you.
I'm having an infatuation with Masters of the Universe at the moment.
Nothing wrong with that.
It was one of my favorite toy lines as a kid. I loved Castle Grayskull, and of course, when the movie came out, it was cheesy, but it's just not something as an adult I never connected with to collect. But I guess there's so much gap, just from what was it, 85 when it came out, 84, 85, somewhere in there. Yeah. But I think this is a beautiful statue.
There is a great Netflix special on they do like the making of this kind of toy and the making of that kind of toys that made it. There's a great one on He-Man.
Yes.
And they interview all the guys that developed the show and how they developed it and how they thought about the characters. It's really fascinating. It's awesome.
It is really great. All of those shows, all of the toys that made us are great.
Yeah,
Joe and all of them.
When I first started collecting, I almost got into the He-Man line just to, get into like the childhood memorabilia type thing. Like for me, I didn't have like tons of toys. It was He-Man, G.I. Joe, and Ninja Turtles for me growing up. So
Transformers.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think I had the toys for Transformers. I had a lot of G.I. Joes, a lot of He-Mans, and a lot of Ninja Turtles.
Beautiful. Look at that sculpt, man.
Awesome.
The Skeletor statue did Tweeterhead do that?
I think that's Sideshow. That's what made me want to jump into the line was that Skeletor.
That Skeletor is a beautiful statue.
Yeah,
I know jack about them, but
I'm beautiful. Sure Tweeterhead. I think Tweeterhead will do more of these, obviously, and probably a Skeletor would be my guess because it's very popular.
Yeah, I think a lot of these are going to be sought after.
I do too.
It kind of slowly crept up. Like Sideshow started putting out a few here and there, and now Tweeterhead is just continuing the line, and it's like. If you want those older pieces, it's probably hard to get by now.
Yep. This is the Power Girl from Sideshow. Went up for pre-order about a week ago or so. And I think she's beautiful. I really like this one a lot. Did anybody end up ordering this one?
Wow.
I did.
Well,
Jeff.
it's very pretty.
Nice.
I absolutely love it. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
still
that's
think
going to be
hers-
one of those that's better in person too, because they're, their female head sculpts are hard to beat.
Jeff, did you ever have the first one?
I did. Yeah, I had it for a while.
Mhm.
I ended up parting with that one. This one, I love the height on it. And I think
Yeah.
it will look fantastic next to the most recent Superman premium format, which is 26 inches tall. So I think
Yes.
that they'll look great together.
I think it'll look great. I love the sculpt. I love that it's more of a modern, fit look. We were taking bets in our private chat the day it went up for pre-order of how soon people would complain that it's not, as full chest-wise as the comics.
Who cares? Look at her legs.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Like I think
So
she looks incredible.
She looks awesome.
And both
I mean,
portraits.
she doesn't
Yes.
look flat.
No, she is not flat. No, she is
Nope.
not. Yeah, I just, it was funny because it's like you knew people were going to complain, but I'm like, come on, this is gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's the regular portrait right here, which again is beautiful. I think they really did it. Was it Harbottle that did this one?
Yep.
Yeah, Will Harbottle that did this one, and then the classic
Love that.
portrait here, right here. So I think they really did a nice job with this
Yeah.
one too.
You have a new member in the chat, Chris.
Oh, who is it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Jeff, what's his name?
Boom, boom, boom. Hang on.
All right, I'll try to pronounce it.
Bill
Hey.
Lecheka?
Lieka.
Lecheka or Lecheka? I'm sorry about the pronunciation.
Well, thank you
I'm from
very
East
much.
Tennessee. We barely get to school.
Well, thank you very much for becoming a member. That's awesome. We've had so many people join lately, and just thank you guys very much for your continued support on the channel. Again, I can't do this without you guys, so thank you very much. It's just awesome. So thank you for being a member. It's great.
So one more thing about this piece. Thank you, Sideshow, for the sculpted
Lecheka.
cape. I'm very happy that it's a sculpted cape.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I agree. I think that was a brilliant idea, and it looks good. Like, it doesn't look bad. It looks good. So anyway, congratulations to everybody getting that. We also had Deadpool 1/3 scale statue from PCS. This is from their video game line that they're doing. Massive piece again at 1/3 scale, but I think this one turned out pretty great.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Very cool. He's a more serious Deadpool than we've seen
Yeah.
in a while.
What's
Which
the
is
base?
nice.
The base,
Do you have a picture of the base?
it's little, but it's like he's standing on it's either flat or it comes with this thing. I don't know what this is. Some sort
Looks
of
like
major,
something's in there, though, right?
like a riser. I can't tell what that is. These are the only two pictures I think that are out there right now, so I don't know. Oh, it's a
Oh, it says do not tap on.
Oh, it's his
glass.
unicorn.
it's
It's a
Oh.
unicorn.
yeah, it's a unicorn.
That's fine.
That is
That's
fun.
awesome.
So that's fun. I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't have probably zoomed in on that. So thank you. That's great. This was another announcement from Tweeterhead. So I know some people are excited. I don't know if this will be like little tiny or what else they'll be. Have you seen anything about this one, Jeff?
Yes, I've seen it from the front in just a render on a base that's not going to be used. So I don't know much more than you do, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, I think
I
this will
like
be
it.
fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. So, to add to your collection. So that'll be neat.
I think
Does that mean there will be a Superboy coming?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think it's possible.
I know that
A lot of them with Superboy.
What were you going to say, Jeff?
I know Igo had some input on this statue, and he just lost his dog. So
He did.
after many
Our-
years,
We have
I think that has some influence on this piece.
that very well could have been. Condolences to Dave Igo, and I know we all commented on his post. So it's never easy to lose a family member like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's Batman.
That didn't take long.
All right, so This is my beard before I shaved. Okay. So which is more realistic, that or that?
Yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
crazy.
It's really close. It's sexy though. Okay, from the female perspective, yeah.
You could trim your beard and sell the shavings to make future statues.
Oh, the Batman statue. Like, do you think I need a Batman statue collector life-size bust?
There you go.
That's crazy. I mean, he looks bigger than you.
Yeah, it does. But it's
You look like a
But
very
that is the battle armor, so.
Yeah. I mean, I am standing behind him, but again, he's just big. He's massive. But I just think you can. I feel like this picture really captures how good it looks.
The Jelly Roger is asking Jeff Delaney, do you know what's going on with Deja Thoris?
I don't know what's going on with that specific piece, but I have heard that Sideshow did lose some containers off one of those ships. So that might be part of it, but I don't know if that's that particular piece or not.
Well, I'm assuming, but in the next 5 years, Jeff Delaney will have that statue.
Yeah, eventually it'll arrive.
Yeah, eventually it'll arrive.
Yeah.
Speaking of beautiful statues, this one is from In Hand from a collector. This is the Red Sonja from Prime 1/3 scale. This particular person did a quick review for us for the channel. That'll be up probably maybe beginning of next week. But I think this one turned out really beautiful. What do you guys think?
Yeah, she's great. I don't know if you have the picture. Jeff Delaney posted, I think it was a picture of the side-by-side comparison next to the 1/4 piece.
You mean that one?
Yep,
That's
there you
the
go.
one,
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the one. But I think she's really pretty. I think the dragon looks good.
Wow.
Big piece.
That's
That
incredible.
makes me really anxious to see that Batman Joker dragon.
Yes. That should be coming fairly soon, I think. Or so I say that. But anyway, I think this one turned out really good. Hadn't seen really too many in-hand photos of her. Let's see what else we got.
Seems
This
like
was
every
from-
statue they make of her is a hit. They all look
Yeah,
good.
they're all beautiful.
They're all good.
This is Toothless. This was a new coming
Another
soon
one?
from Sideshow today.
I
Wait,
love
did
it.
they do this already?
Yeah.
They did, and it sold out, and it is crazy expensive on the
Yeah.
secondary market.
Well, now they're making
Really?
another.
Yes.
I don't know if this one's different than the original.
It looks similar.
I think it's a little different,
Except
but
for the
I
base.
may be wrong.
Base is probably different. I don't remember it being like pink. So
yeah, it was like green or something.
yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool for some collectors. I know people were excited today.
Not if you own the original, I guess.
That's very true. This is I just threw this in here because along with Harley, who we talked about earlier, this one was also delayed until late summer. So if you're have this one on pre-order, I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, let's look at this guy. $2,700, guys.
Yeah.
This
I like
right
that.
here, this is more than my Batfleck bust.
Two 1/3 pieces on a big base.
Yep. It's a massive, massive base. Incredible piece. We talk all the time. It tells a story for sure. From what's considered to be one of the best Batman stories ever told. It's not my favorite, but I do love this art. I just think it's amazing. So what do you guys think? Is this even something like, Dan, would you even consider this?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not like you, Chris. It's not my favorite story, and it's also not my favorite style of artwork. So I just don't connect to it enough.
Yep.
To invest, from a size and cost standpoint.
I love its veins. Look at the
But-
green.
Yeah, that's not to say I don't appreciate how well done the statue is. By the way, from the source material to this, absolutely incredible. I mean, it's awesome. So,
Chris,
I like the,
there's sorry.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I like the bonus portrait they threw on.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I apologize. 2,700 before taxes and shipping is the question in the chat, and that's actually I don't know that answer, so I was asking.
Oh God, I'm predicting that this will at easy be 3 boxes. So I could see close to $500 here in shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that's too little?
It's these days. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a crapshoot.
Yeah. If you're in the States, there's probably no tax, but if you're in Europe, it could be different.
Yeah.
So how many boxes was the Big Bang?
2.
2? Yeah, it has to be 3.
I would think 3. I think this I can't even imagine, like this base looks so much bigger than the Bane base does. I mean, it's just, I don't know if I have a, like, I mean, just look at that.
Yeah.
It's got to be massive. So hard to say. I mean, this one won't probably come out till.
Do you have the bonus portrait?
Yes, I do. So this one does come with 3. These 3 here. This is the regular with the LED light up feature, and this one is the deluxe, and this is the deluxe with more of the, I guess maybe more modern looking helmet that's a little tinted, and I like this one the best. And so I do like that portrait. I think that's really good. But after I did a hit or miss video, if you guys have seen that, and then they randomly came out with this one today. So this is a bonus part if you order from I don't know. It doesn't say if you order directly. I guess official store bonus part with limited of $9.99. So I don't know. I don't really know what that means, because usually I feel like it's less than that. But this is a really cool portrait. I actually really like this one.
Kind of looks like the Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
when he gets his
Yeah.
mask torn up.
The deluxe also has the swap out with the arm and the launcher. So anyway, amazing.
The width is 38 inches.
Wow.
38
Wow.
Where would you put something like that?
dining room table. Do you know how many collectors? Do you know how many collectors I see where they photograph their stuff on their dining room table?
Oh yeah.
Like, where the hell else are you going to put it?
Well, you're probably not going to eat if you buy this, so it's a good place to put
That's
it.
true. Get some ramen noodles, and you have a statue on your dining room table.
We're not having Thanksgiving this year, kids, because Daddy got a Batman versus Superman.
Sorry.
TV dinners all around.
I love it. I love it. This is a piece this is a Quicksilver from Iron Studios. I thought this one was pretty cool. Lots of Sideshow Flash comparisons.
Yeah. A little bit. Wow.
In terms of, I mean, it's basically identical.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
That's
they
funny.
technically borrowed the engineering.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, running is running. So it's like, if you're going to do a running pose, Sideshow didn't invent the running pose, but
even the base and everything.
Everything is very, very similar here.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it looks cool for the 1/10 scale collectors.
But that's going to work into that big 3 Sentinel
Yes.
diorama.
Yes, it
I
will.
think.
And that piece, if you guys saw the review on the channel, we had a guest review, and oh my God, that thing is just incredible. And that person that did the review, he is getting all 3. And so he's gonna review that for you guys for the channel. So stay tuned.
Very cool.
It's awesome.
And that'll probably go on our dining room table.
Yeah, that's just insane. I threw these in here. These are some prototypes that XM was nice enough to let me steal from DT, his Geek show, and it's just I've never had a 1/3 or a 6 scale XM piece in my collection until recently, and I was really impressed. I was really impressed with the quality. It's so cool to finally see this company in the Batcave. And the reason I brought this up is because the water effect I thought was really, really good. There were some like key or some lines from where the seams join, but Aang did say that they've updated it to be a blue water. So
yeah. I mean, I didn't mind the original. I think the original looks good too.
I didn't either, and a lot of people felt like the green was maybe a little bit more authentic to the story, but I think the blue looks good as well. But I was really happy with the green.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's not technically water, is it?
It's like a rejuvenation fluid or something, right?
That's what I thought, but it looked beautiful in the video.
Yeah, it really was. In person, I was really blown away how good it was, and Bizarro too.
It does look like they added more like of a gloss to it, and then like the white caps onto the waves.
Yeah.
Like
You could definitely see like the texture difference in color at the tips.
yeah.
But I think it's pretty. Either way, I think it'll look great. I have no idea who this is.
Forge.
Yeah, it's
from the
for
X-Men.
Forge. Okay, so this is part of that diorama too.
yeah, it's 1/10.
Yeah.
This is from Iron
Looks
Studios.
cool.
Yeah, I think it's a cool looking character. Very 90s inspired here. The color is really nice. I don't know anything about this character. Is he?
It's like a.
I can't tell what he is. Does he have? What kind of powers does he have? Does anybody know?
His leg looks half or quarter robotic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that leg is bionic.
Well, he
I
must
can't
not be
remember
very well
if he
known.
came from the future, or was he? No.
Maybe somebody in the chat will know.
High tech, or he's a tech mutant who had a crush on Storm for years.
Yeah.
It's a good power.
Yeah, I was going to say having a crush on Storm's pretty good. But anyway, it's a fun piece from Iron Studios. I threw this one in. I know, again, this is one I know nothing about, but I know the anime stuff is so popular with Prime 1. And I thought this was a pretty fun looking statue. My Hero Academia.
I've never heard of them.
Me either. But I know there's a lot of people that have.
Sounds familiar.
Or they wouldn't have made this thing. But anyway, cool piece for collectors that are into anime. This was pretty incredible. This was also a major bust from Prime 1, which is weird. They don't do a ton of busts, but I thought this thing looks insane.
Yeah. Good timing right there in the movie. I think they announced it like the same day the movie came out.
Yeah.
But look at the texture and the detail here.
It's cool.
It lights up. Look at the light up feature. It's got this amazing base. It reminds me of the Queen Studios base. It's like with
the Joker, right? Where it's like a scene in the back.
The Joker bust. But I think he looks incredible. Again, he's massive. He lights up with the blue, which is cool. And then this is the back of the base here.
Wow.
That's neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it
Have y'all seen the movie?
I haven't yet. No.
Yeah.
It's
I saw
fun.
it. Because
it glows.
You know, big monsters. What's not to love?
Yeah.
exactly. A good
I thought it was
time.
for what it was. So.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
But cool piece from Prime 1. This is another crazy bust. I know some people are really excited about this one. This one's from Resident Evil 2, but this is a life-size bust. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at
Nice.
that. It's crazy detail.
That is a great statue to have in your house when you have a first date and bring them over.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen my new display?
It'd be great on the dining room table.
Yes, it would.
Oh, yeah.
This is the centerpiece for
Especially during-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
That will weed out the weaklings if you bring it back home and they bail immediately.
Yes, it will.
Pass him the turkey leg.
Oh,
You know it's not going to work.
That's not a turkey.
oh, it's crazy. I love the detail, though. It looks just so slimy and gross. But I know, like I said, I know a lot of people were excited about it.
That is weird.
Yeah, weird.
Mhm.
Look at the brain on the top.
It almost reminds me of Silent Hill. Something out of Silent Hill. Almost.
It does remind me of Silent Hill, but you can definitely get that Resident Evil vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Creepy. I threw a couple pictures of Bizarro in here too. This was the other piece that I was able to review, and I just thought it was incredible. It's just so cool to see these pieces in person. I was really impressed with the scale. I never really thought I would collect that scale, but I've had a couple of that scale from my Tweeterhead and things in the back cave. But I was just really impressed with the paint. I was sold with XM there. I got a real big Joker vibe.
Chris, this is why I haven't been able to get rid of that Rebirth Joker that I have. I just can't part with it. It's one of the very few small scale pieces that I have left.
Well, it's a great
It's just
piece.
too good. Yeah, it's just too good.
Piece. I think that these pieces, like I remember I saw some at the in Denver, and I thought, I was like, oh, they're cool, they're neat, but I feel like they're getting better. They're more detail, and the paintwork is, I think, better than it used to be. But again, just seeing it in person, you just really get an appreciation. And I think I was most impressed with this I-beam, the texture on it, the color. It was so realistic looking. It looked like real metal. Really well done. And again, it's a prototype, but I would imagine that the final will be just as good. I threw this in here, I think, to almost wrap it up here. This is the Batmobile. I know a lot of people were really excited. This was reissued. The people that have it on eBay are not. They're really pissed off. But I've considered this one, but I just don't have room. I don't know where I'd put it, but I do want it because it's. I know it's Dan's favorite Batmobile. It's my second favorite. So I don't know. I just don't know if I should get it or not. Dan, would you pick this one up?
I've thought about it a lot, Chris, but like you, I just don't know where I'd put it. I don't have a good spot for it.
Dining room table.
Dining room
table.
I really want to get it because I got to see the '89 Batman, the Batmobile, and it's so crazy how good these things look in person that I can't. It's going to be great, I think.
Do you feel like they look too plasticky in person, or do you feel like they're?
I didn't.
I just didn't know if it had like kind of like an expensive toy looking. Like we were talking about the one that I have is like a big toy. But there's just so much detail and it looks so good.
Who is Sideshow's making it? Is that what I'm looking at?
Hot Toys.
Hot Toys. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 1/6 scale, and it opens up to fit the 1/6 scale figure will fit.
It must be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
It must be.
I think it's 29 inches.
They say it's not as big as the '89 though.
No.
Really?
Well,
89 is huge.
Justice League's that was by Mattel, and Justice League's car is big and heavy. And that thing is remote controlled Bluetooth on your phone, and that thing goes 5 miles an hour with the light in the back. I mean,
Jeff has
not that I play
Eric
with it every day.
Too. Eric did a video for it.
I did a video for you on that.
Yes, he did.
It's amazing how fast that thing will go.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like that.
It's so cool. Here's the Catwoman we were talking about. Again, these are just screen grabs. So they're not very good quality, but this kind of gives you an idea of the likeness. What do you guys think of the likeness?
Good enough.
Is it 2000 good enough?
No.
What's
I don't know.
Are her lips really that big?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Her lips are that
really
big. Her lips are really big.
Okay.
I feel like this is the part that on the video I kind of like. I just don't feel like it's 100% there. Like it's just.
See, I'm seeing some Angelina Jolie from the nose down.
The eyes look really good.
Yeah. I feel like it's almost there, but it does seem like your lips are too big. I don't know.
Like in that video, they actually show like some. I think like it looks like more like polystone sculpt of her, and I think that one looked really, really good. So I just feel like something maybe got lost a little bit in translation with the silicone, but I think the eyes look good. Like the eyes are incredible on the video.
Yeah.
It's damn near close. I'm looking at a photo of her right now and comparing it to the statue. It's very, very, very close. The only thing is I feel like maybe her lipstick smeared just a just a tad. Like she's got like chapstick smeared on her or something. I think there's a highlight there that maybe could be fleshed out.
Maybe like a little crisper.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I think other than that, I'm looking at the photo of her from a Hollywood premiere, and it looks, I hate to say this, it looks very close. I think it's okay.
Well, I think it's very close as well. I just feel like something is a little off. I do feel like it looks better with this. Like I feel like that looks better there. The one without the mask, I feel like it's something's a little off. But I do think it's pretty. I think it's awesome. I really like this pose a lot. But again, $2,000, it's crazy. But I guarantee it'll sell out.
Yep.
Yeah, I find $2,000 far more attractive myself.
Yeah. Oh, there's that angle. But the texturing on the suit is really impressive.
Yeah.
And there's the eyes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Those are glass eyes.
Yeah, the video's weird because you see them slipping it in. They my stomach turns.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. But the eyes are very good. Nope, there's that theme. Ending the video here today with some Iron Man. This is again from Hot Toys. I thought these were pretty cool. These are like classic Iron Man.
That's nice. That's something new from them.
Yep. There's been some complaints about the plastic.
I've heard it's supposed to be removable.
I heard it's removable except for the arms, but I'm not 100% sure how true that is.
It has a classic look, though.
Yeah, I really like it.
If they do a Captain America, I think they could really do that.
I just think they look so cool. Are they each individual? Because those look like two separate, or maybe even three separate ones. Are there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Separate what?
Like three separate. Was it three separate figures?
No, it's just different. I think there's a couple of different. There's the old head sculpt that kind of you got more of the face plate is pointed. That looks like the original armor or the older armor, I think.
Okay. Well, I think they looked really good.
Yeah, and it's a die cast, so those are kind of amazing.
So, out of all the things that we saw tonight, is there any must pre-orders? Or ones that you're close to pre-ordering? Other than Tila, obviously.
The main one that stands out for me, it's not something I would pre-order, but like Dan said, it's not my favorite art style. That the Frank Miller Batman vs Superman. There's just something about that piece. I just love looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if money were no object, in space,
yeah,
I would consider. I did that video today, or maybe yesterday. I can't remember. I do a video a day. I don't remember which is what anymore. But
I think that was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Somebody made the comment that they're like, it's an awesome piece, but they didn't feel like it fit my collection. You guys feel the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I just don't like that art style enough for something that big or that expensive.
Yeah.
I appreciate the story, and I've got the book, and I've read it, and it's a great story, but it's,
Yeah. If it was $1,200, I'd buy it.
Yep.
Even though I don't love, I don't love Frank Miller's art. I don't love that story, but there is no question that it tells a story in that, it's just so good. And Batman's winning, which is even better. I know it pissed off a lot of Superman fans, like, oh, how could they do this statue? How could they make Superman look weak? Well,
that was kind of the defining moment in the fight, though.
Yeah, it sure was. It was. All right, so Eric said his piece. Ashley, is there anything that you're considering?
It's going to sound really dumb.
Hey.
We won't judge.
Yeah, there's
we
no
will
judging
enable
here.
you to
It's a
buy it.
judgment-free zone. We're like Planet Fitness.
And that's kind of where I was gonna go. I'm like really wanting Power Girl just because her legs are so good. And she's gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
It's so beyond sexy. I think that's sexier than any Poison Ivy statue I could put together. And that's, I know it's completely in the different realms, but wow, I'm blown away. I've never been blown away by Power Girl. I'm not a fan. That statue, I'm a fan of.
They did a really good job. And I feel like Sideshow, especially in the last 3 years, they've really been going to that more realistic toned, look instead of the, the overabundance, I guess is what you got. I don't know how you say that, but I just feel like, and like Bill here says, a Power Girl 2.0 is much better than 1.0. And I agree. I think it's beautiful.
Well, it's kind of they're able to take it to that. It still looks sexy. It's still attractive, but it's not over sexualized.
Right.
Yep.
And all of their female, that's what I'm saying. The faces are absolutely gorgeous on every one of them.
Yeah, but Will Harbottle is incredible.
In Harbottle, I trust.
That's right. He just does amazing work. So I think that's a great pick. I don't think that's weird at all.
It's outside the Batman collection, but honestly, I mean, just wow. I'm really, and you, Chris, I'm picky. I am so beyond picky.
Yep.
But I am blown away by this. It's like hard to just ignore that. I mean, if I see it in a comic book shop, I might put a payment down on it.
I was just say, did I hear live pre-order? Is that what I heard you saying?
It's a possibility. It's a hard pass up. I'm not gonna lie. Between the that one and the other one, I think Jeff, you said you were gonna order her. The one Tila?
Yeah.
Is it Tila?
Yeah.
I mean, between her and Tila, wow, just wow.
Beautiful statues. Archangel says, how many statues has Ashley bought based on legs?
No comment.
Like how many statues have I bought based on stubble hair?
Yeah,
There you go.
No comment.
Yeah. At least one, I guess. At least one.
We're all into a new realm tonight. So.
Yes, we are. We're going into places we've never been here on Rogues Gallery Live. Let's see. Jeff Morris, what do you think? Anything on that list that you're considering?
The Power Girl is beautiful, and I'm not super familiar with her from a lot of stuff. I remember her from the Crisis on Infinite Earth story. But it's just beautiful, and I think she'll turn out. I think it will look better in person because they always seem to.
Yeah, I agree. And you also mentioned that Batmobile, possibly.
Yeah, I love that Batmobile. I've wanted that since the first go around.
Dan, did you say yet?
I have not, but I think of what we talked about tonight. I have to say the one that really stuck out for me was the Wonder Woman piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too for me.
That's a great piece. It's funny. I don't know, for quite some time now, I've been thinking about, geez, maybe I should have a Trinity, even though I'm kind of all Batman. Maybe I should have a Trinity. That's the first Wonder Woman that really sticks out for me. They're like, wow, that's cool. I love the dual portraits, the pose, everything. Looks great.
I think you should do it, Dan.
We do know.
Says
Dan.
Mr. Justice League.
That's right.
I'm considering it myself. I would have to replace the new 52, and I don't know.
We do know that they're doing that Batman, so we know that they're doing that, and which like Tweeterhead's doing that same thing. So you could go that route too if you'd rather do that. But did you see that they've narrowed it down to like 4 or 5? Remember we talked about it on the show. I think last time, Dan, you weren't here, but did you see where they did all of those?
They narrowed them down.
15. They did those 15 renders of different. Oh, did you not see that?
No.
Oh my God! So it's Queen.
You got to vote.
Queen Studios did like 15 different Batman renders of poses, And
yes, I did see that.
Okay.
I did see that. Yeah.
Well, they've narrowed it down to like 4 or 5 now that people have that voted on.
Really?
And most of the ones that we liked here on the show are the ones that are the finalists.
Yep.
I don't know how they're going to vote for the final or not, but they let people like name the pose, like what the statue would be called. And then I think they're going to give it away to somebody, which is pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
But anyway, I just thought that was really cool. But so maybe you'll have your Trinity.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe so.
Could be.
Eric says, I agree with Dan about Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Hey, Eric.
And Matt says, waiting to see what XM Studios does for Wonder Woman. They are working on one too.
That should be interesting.
But I don't think theirs will be as realistic. Like I feel like theirs will be more comic booky. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be nice though.
Chris, I just sent you one more picture for something you did not show.
All
right.
Save the best for last.
Let's see what it. Oh, I did not show
One
that.
more
No.
thing.
Hold, please.
This is from Quarantine Studio. It's 1/5 scale. It's $300.
Wow.
And Quarantine Studio listed it a couple of days ago, and it just got listed on Sideshow.
All right.
So while you're waiting for the Sideshow Deja Thoris, you can also wait for the Quarantine Studio Deja Thoris.
Dun, da, da, da.
There she
Jeez
is.
Louise.
Wow.
Got some nudity on the show tonight.
Wow.
I just thought $300 for a 1/5 scale. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Anybody ordering this for the legs?
There you go.
I'm not that impressed with the legs. Now, I need to see the abs.
The abs look pretty all right. The upper half looks pretty all right.
Based on the cover of one of the original novels.
Okay.
Face sculpt looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably the Princess of Mars, I'm guessing.
I like her face. And yes, Ezra, she has a face. Okay.
Yes, she does.
People are saying she looks like Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit of Uma there.
I think that was an underrated movie in my opinion. The John Carter
I'm a
that
big fan
Disney
of that.
did. I love that movie.
I do too.
Every now and then I've like put it on and watch it.
Yep.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
It's just fun.
It's good.
John Carter, and it's got that's she's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous in it.
I'm guessing being a Disney film, she probably has a little bit more clothes on.
She does.
Yeah.
She's a total warrior. She's great.
Yeah, but she's a kick-ass character.
It's a good movie.
People are saying John Carter was a good movie. John Carter was a terrible title and trailer, though.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for that, and I can't remember the other movie. But when John Carter, is it Warrior of Mars? Is that what his name is? John Carter. Anyway,
Something like that. Yeah.
that's the full title. But the year before it came out, another movie came out with the word Mars in the title, and it tanked. And so the studio decided to remove Mars from the John Carter movie, and they just put it out as John Carter. And no one knew what the heck is John Carter.
Yeah.
No one knew what it was. And the marketing was terrible for that movie.
Because isn't it the Warlord of Mars?
That might be right. Maybe.
I think that was like the initial story.
Yeah.
Because it's by Edgar Rice Burroughs, I think.
Yep.
Well, that's one I have to check out then.
I want to say there's a comic book with that title that almost looks like her.
Hmm.
Let me look it up.
I think those are from Dynamite.
Yeah.
I've seen them at the shop.
Yeah, here we go.
All the covers are gorgeous.
Yeah, it kind of has that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, John Carter. Yeah.
Well, I guess I have to add that to my list. Let's see. Well, anything else going on in the statue collecting world, guys, before we wrap it up? Oh, I have to give a statue away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give this one away tonight.
The suspense.
Apparently, it's Batman that he just got.
Not the Bachelor.
Batman bust behind me. This is a resin bust, half scale, from Diamond Select.
Oh, haven't seen that.
Cool.
So
That's cool.
this is
That's cool.
just out. This is half scale. Let me actually show you what it looks like. I just reviewed her for the channel,
Wow.
Looks good.
and it's very, very beautiful. This is the Diana bust.
I like
And
it.
you guys have probably seen the Joker and the Batman. I also reviewed the Harley,
Oh yeah.
which is right there.
Those are fun.
So they're part of the animated series. This one is from the Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
Right here. So
Good job.
this one is 108 out of 1,000.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, beautiful colors. I really liked how she's got like the color differentiation, like it's like reflected.
Oh, the cell shading. Yeah.
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 Cell shading on it, which I thought was really nice.
Yep.
I think it keeps
That's
trying
cool.
to focus on my face versus hers, but
That looks pretty spot on
That's
from
true.
the animation.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
watching that recently. It's really good.
it's really nice. It's a really nice bust. Really nice paintwork, and again, it's heavy. Ben says, "Incredible! I bid $350." It does
Wow.
retail. It does retail for about 145, 150 is what it retails for. So all I ask is that the winner pays for shipping. If you would like to do that, if you want to pass, I understand. Let's see. Now I'm going to remember. I said somebody was a candidate earlier. Do you remember who it was?
It was the person that answered a question about something.
I didn't have a pencil. I should have written it down.
What did they say?
It was the person that we were talking about, the Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he knew, I can't remember who answered it, but let me see if I can.
Yeah, I'm scrolling
They
back.
knew the story behind the suit.
Yes.
Yeah, the new 52. Or the rebirth. It was the rebirth discussion.
Danny Spencer.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Danny. I think if that was you, yep, Danny,
Yep.
I'm giving it to you for helping us
Nice.
out tonight.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Danny.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So again, if you would like this, again, all I ask is that you pay for shipping. You can email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. If you don't want it, you don't have to. It's no pressure or anything like that. If you would not like to have it, I understand. You might not be a Wonder Woman fan. But anyway, congratulations. If you would like to have it, just email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. And the reason why we're giving this away tonight is because we had over 320 people join us for the live unboxing on Monday. And I can't thank you guys enough for checking out this bust and just supporting the channel like you guys do. So I wanted to make sure I give back something. I'm going to keep doing these giveaways. And I think I would like to do this, and I haven't talked to the guys yet, but we'll probably be doing another auction show again. I don't know. We've had 2 shows. What do you guys think? Auction show next show, auction show the show after that. What do you guys think? You guys have stuff?
Bring it.
I've always got stuff.
I got
Always
stuff.
got stuff.
So I would like to, our next auction show, I've got to figure out what it is, but I would like to give away something during that auction show. Just people in the chat. If you're, whether, if you're bidding or if you're having a good time, I'd like to get back a little bit and do a statue for that show as well. So be on the lookout. We'll let you guys know. We'll talk after the show with the crew here and see kind of when we might want to do that. So anyway, congratulations again to Danny. Thanks everybody for being here. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we call it a night?
Nope.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
I think so.
I sure want to talk about silicone again.
I think we have silicone pretty covered. Everybody's saying just $200 ship. Yeah, $200 ship,
Yeah.
Danny. No, I think it'll probably, with this size box, I'm hoping it's less than 40. It's hard to say. Shipping's just been such a crapshoot lately.
Yeah.
I've been shipping. I'm going to do a video on this topic. But my experience with shipping some of these Prime 1 statues lately, it has been interesting to say the very least, and I've been real surprised by some of the prices. Of course, I'm shipping Killer Croc, which is a whole new ball game. But anyway, thanks everybody for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Auction show soon. Also tomorrow will be the Batman bust review right there. So I know a couple of people in the chat have already seen this video. So the people that are members already have early access to it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's an incredible piece. Jeff Delaney, do you have anything coming up on your channel?
No, but join the Secret Sanctuary Facebook group. We're this close to 500 members.
All right, that's fantastic. Please, if you haven't done so, please join that Facebook group and subscribe to Secret Sanctuary if you haven't done so. He'll be having all sorts of stuff coming out soon, I'm sure. Also, in addition to the review tomorrow night, I will also be on That Geek Show over on the MCE channel. So if you... I don't think I've ever been on that channel. I don't think. I know we've had George on a couple times, but I will be over here there on his show tomorrow night. So I have no idea what we're talking about yet. So tune in there and show him some love and some support. And anything else you guys want to plug while we're heading out?
The Court of Owls, or the Court, is doing a review on a comic book Monday, I think.
Filming on Monday. Yeah, you guys film on Mondays, and then there'll be the show on Wednesday evening. So stay tuned for that.
What is the book? Can you tell us what the book is?
Hush.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be Hush, so it's going to be a good one.
Nice.
Cool.
And I'm going to wear my Hush t-shirt. I'm all excited. Dug it out.
That's awesome. I want you to do a video for us, and I'm serious about this. I want you to do a video about your t-shirts.
Oh my God, it's gonna take hours.
Well, you better just prepare, because if you say you have as many as you say you have, I think that would be a lot of fun. Or even just showing it how you have it organized. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Ezra can vouch on this one.
Yeah.
Wherever Ezra is in the chat, he's gonna be like, "Oh my God."
How many did you say you have?
Oh my God. Well, let's see. I just got 3 last week, so it's over 600 and something. I think it's like 612.
Wow.
I think it's 612.
Wow.
I have a Batman t-shirt. I have it. And that's why I made a quilt out of it.
Yeah.
I think, Chris, I put the quilt on your page, didn't I? The Batman t-shirt quilt.
Yeah. So.
And I'm trying to figure out if I could do a double-sided Batman t-shirt quilt. I'm still working on that. I'm working on the border right now. Just because I have so many, and there's quite a few that they don't fit. I'll just see like a little. Okay, I'm wearing a Batman shirt now, and it's for a 12-year-old, and it fits me. And it has Batgirl all over it, and it's got sparkles. And clearly, I'm like 32, and I still have a Batman t-shirt problem. But I'm not willing to fix it. So I will do a show on that. I don't know how you want me to do it, but I'll dig them out, and well,
it'd be fun just to show like how you have it stored, or how you have it. I don't know. I mean, like whether you have it all stacked up in your closet or whatever you have.
It's in a Batman dresser. We found a Batman dresser that's about 5 foot, and it's clearly for like a 12-year-old. But I put all the t-shirts in there, and then I have a huge duffel bag. I swear it's like a military bag full of other Batman shirts. And then I had another duffel bag that I just pulled out just the other day, where it had more Batman shirts and some of my costumes. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I've also got costumes and beanies and hats. I just sent hats over to my nephew just last week. It's insane. It's an insane collection, and I need a bigger storage unit. So.
Well, we know all about that in the collecting world, that's for sure.
Just so I'm hearing correctly, you said 600?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's just nuts.
I'm female.
Yeah. So we definitely need a video about that. That'd be pretty.
So when does Court of Owls Wednesday night?
It's Wednesday, yes.
It's Wednesday night, Arch. Arch was asking when it was on. It's Wednesday night.
They tape it on Mondays. So
okay.
Anyway, thank you guys so very much for tuning in tonight. Again, congratulations to Danny. And again, thanks guys for being here with us tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks to the panel.
Thank you.
Good deal. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, good night, everybody. We'll see you next time in the Bat Cave. Good night, everybody.